welcome to the Ariel Show. Today we are discussing what not to do when meeting your favorite band. First up, you know this, don't freak out. Don't be that fangirl or fanboy causing a total scene, getting everybody hyped up, crying, getting your tears all over the band. You guys, that was me. The first time that I met Linkin Park, I was just a total mess. I could not believe that my heroes were like 2 feet in front of me and made a really freaking big deal out of it. I was like screaming my lungs out and security almost escorted me away in the middle of the meet and greet. So I know what it's like to have all of those feelings, but I should have just reined it in and acted like a normal human being and not freaked him out, because what this does is when you're freaking out, you don't have room for a conversation. You know, it's like such a cool thing to meet your favorite band. You only get a short amount of time with them, and if you're hyperventilating, you're not gonna be able to like tell them, hey, I like you, hey, thanks for making your music. Also, don't assume that you know them or that they remember you. You know this, bands meet a lot of people, so sometimes you might think that you've had several meaningful interactions with them and it might have gone over their head every single time, and that sucks. But the good news is you can bring a picture, you can say, hey, this is my 4th time meeting you, and help them remember, jog their memory. But at the same time, don't act like you know them. Sometimes we get so caught up in our favorite celebrities' worlds that we really think that we have, you know, this special connection. That's when you end up maybe saying things that you should share, or you just assume things about the person that aren't true. Like, give them some personal space, like have some boundaries, you know what I'm saying? And that's my next tip. Don't invade their physical, personal space without prior permission. This is a big one for me as a musician. I've had a lot of people run up and just grab me and hug me, and it can be a little scary, it can be a little overwhelming, especially if you're not into physical contact. You gotta think about the person on the receiving end, so you as a fan just be like, hey, can we do a quick high five? Or, you know, like, pick up on those social cues instead of just running in, grabbing them, and loving them to death with your hug. So that being said, there are some things that you probably do want to keep in mind when meeting your favorite band. And the first tip for you there is just to be respectful and act natural. Like, I think the best interactions that one band can have with their fan is just like the really real ones, really normal, where everybody acts like everybody's on the same playing field and there's not like this weird hierarchy thing. You just walk up to your favorite band and talk to them like they're humans, like, you know, just like you would with anyone else, rather than making it this really big deal. And what that does is it allows room for that connection to take place, because all of a sudden you guys are just having a conversation, and it's not like this weird thing where you're like, oh my god, you're my idol, I love you, and then they have to like not let you down, so they try to like act like your idol. That's a lot of pressure. And then something else you might want to do is come with a plan. If there's something that you really want to share with your favorite band, like something that means a lot to you, one of their lyrics, or maybe they helped you with something, like have that ready to go. Because I know me, when I'm meeting people who like have really changed my life, it makes me forget what I want to say. And so I like to think about it in advance. Okay, Ariel, here's what we're going for. We're going to say these 3 sentences and try to get them out if it's in a natural way. But on that note, because meet and greets with musicians and bands are usually so rushed, so quick, you're getting in and out so quickly, you usually don't have time to like share this big personal story, and that's where just slipping your favorite musician a note is such a great way to do that. I can't say how many times I've just been in the van leaving a show and reading this really amazing personal note, and you guys as musicians, we live for that. Like when we're out on the road and it's gross and tired and we're just like over it, seeing those stories, hearing those stories from our listeners reminds us that what we're doing is connecting with people, that it's working. And so if you have a chance to send your favorite musician some love and some inspiration that way, go for it. I think there would be no musician who would turn that down. They would just be so grateful. And even if they're not able to tweet you back or write you back, just keep in mind that I would think almost every musician is gonna read your letter, they're gonna be grateful for it, and they're gonna feel your love. So those are my tips of what not to do when meeting your favorite musicians. You can do whatever you want. Maybe you guys have better ideas than I do. This is just my experience from being a fan and then being a musician myself. So leave your tips in the comments below. And if you want to hang out with Icon for Hire, we are about to hit the road on the You Can't Kill Us tour, May and June. So head to iconforhire.net/tour to find some tour dates. We are doing a meet and greet every night. We have VIP tickets, all sorts of good stuff. I can't wait to meet you, and you know what? I love you no matter what. Even if you're not doing all the right things, when you come up to your favorite musicians, all of us are gonna love you and be grateful for you anyway, because you're the best. You help us do what we do. So thank you so much. Please click here to subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye.